time. We're going 365 days, intentionally homeless. 2, impact. Intentionally homeless 2, through my personal brand, The Jungle Story. To impact. A million people and gain 1 million followers. It's a beautiful thing to say. Set the goal high, set the bar high, you hit what you aim for, right? So intentionally homeless gives me more time and energy, money and energy to go on The Jungle Story. That's the vibes. That's the vibes, as y'all know. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm grateful. But this morning, reading my boy's book, I didn't get through the whole chapter. I got through 14 pages, which took me 2 hours. Because I was taking notes from it, and let me set y'all up so I can clean up. It's about 11:45 right now. I've been up for since like 8:30, 8 o'clock, brainstorming about future ideas and also reading this book on and off, and got some ideas that we got to talk about. All right. I'm sore, bro. I worked out with my boy. Not gonna lie, so I don't go as hard as I used to in the gym, but oh my God. What's funny is this is the vibes. People seeing me in a fucking pineapple romper, fucking intentionally homeless. Look at this. Yeah. Probably like, what the fuck is that? Trains right here. Whatever. But we have a lot to talk about today. Today on Intentionally Homeless Grind. All right, let me set y'all up. Set y'all up real quick. There we go. Y'all see me? Manolo. I can't respond to any apps right now. Winolo's the gig app. One of the gig apps I use to get jobs. Something popped up, but as of right now, I'm not working. As of right now, I am not working. Fuck that. Y'all hear the train? Maybe, maybe not. All right. It's loud as shit. All right. Once it goes by, I'll keep talking. There's fucking lizards over here and shit. Bro, while I was reading this book, I swear to you, I fucking gizzards. Not gizzards, but ants crawling on me and shit. Ugh. People like, you're naked and afraid. You should love the wildlife. I was born in it, molded by it. You're Jungle J. Trying to talk like Bane. Oh, like shit. Fuck all that. Fuck all that shit, bro. I don't fuck with animal life. I don't fuck with water or heights. Things I fear. Look, there's a bug right there. Bugs all over this shit. Hey, there's my $2 from Spain. $2 bill. Yeah. But, what were we thinking about this morning, right? I have a book, right? Well, I don't have a book. I co-authored in a book with 11 other authors, right? And the book's called Mental Health Warriors. And it's to destigmatize the aspect of mental health within the sporting world, right? Between college athletes that go through mental health, and understanding that we are not invincible as much as we try to posture like we are. We have our own mental struggles and situations that we've been through in our life that have brought us to where we're at, and that's what that book is about, right? Co-authored in it, right? I had 3 different payments of $1,500 to pay for the publishing company to publish it, and after a year, it's supposed to be 30 days published, but that did not work out at all as planned, to be honest. There's another train. And so it didn't get published. So I made my first 2 payments, but then I was in Mexico, right? Making $33 a day. And the book wasn't coming out. So I said, fuck it, I guess it's not happening. Then my boy hit me up while I was in Alaska. He's the author of the book. I got all 11 of the different co-authors together. And the co-authors are people that are all college student athletes that have been through mental health, including myself. And he hit me up while I was in Alaska. This is maybe a year later when I thought that the book was cooked. And he hits me up and he says, yo, bro, the book is out. And I said, what? I said, what do you mean? He said, yeah, the book's done. It's out. And I said, yo, at that point, I had money saved up because I was working on the boat. I had no expenses. And this is all going to wrap around to why I'm reading this book for my boy. Not for my boy, but for myself. And it's very educational. It's very inspirational. It's just a fucking great book. But that's why I'm telling the story. And I started bawling, crying. And I said to myself, I was about to make a post about it, but I said, well, first off, I didn't make that last $500 payment. So then I had money saved up from the boat. And I had $500. I don't know. I probably had racks at that point because I was just making like $1,000 a week and racking in dough. And so I said, bro, I'm gonna send you that last $500 payment right now. Venmo'd him that. Boom, got him right. And I was about to make a post about it, right? I said, would that be the smart decision right now? Because he said, each book I can purchase for $3, right? And sell it for whatever you want, $20, $25. And at that point, I said, okay, if I want to sell it, what do I have to do to market it? And I said, well, I could just say it's out and just promote it. But that'd be the best way. And then I would have to find a way to order the books, to have the books, and then ship them out. And I said, well, I'm on a fucking boat in Alaska. How the fuck am I going to do that? And so I said to myself, okay, I'll wait. First of all, I said I had to wait until I was going to be able to purchase the books to be able to ship them out, right? And so I said, all right, what can I do to promote this? And I said, all right, I can do a networking event book promotion for it, where people come, all the authors in the book can come together, and we can promote the book together. And we can come out. I'll host the whole event, and there'll be different booths for each person, for different people's families that are involved. And they can take pictures, and then we all have jerseys with saying "Mental Health Warriors," and each person has a number, and we come out like it is in the NBA games, where we have smoke and lasers, and it can be a fucking event. It can be something special. I said, we can 100% do this. And it would come out, like, for example, it would come out and be like, I'll be the host, but I'll say it for myself, be like, weighing 250 pounds. Just kidding. I want to be 230. That's like a goal. Right now, I'm 205 right now, but 230 would be a goal to Saki. But weighing 230 pounds, 6'2". Good thing I'm 6'5", not 6'5". 6'5", straight from the jungle. Jungle J, come out. Let's go. Come out. Ooh, I could be chills. And I said we could do this with each person, and then I'm the host of the show, so I can interview each person, and or if they want to do a speech on their chapter, because each person had their own chapter. I'm sorry, I didn't know if I specified that. And so I said to myself, I said I could make that happen. And I kept pushing it back. I hit up each author. I'm not gonna lie, I read my chapter at first, and then I read all the other stories of the other co-authors. I hit up each one of them, said, yo, I just want to plant a seed to say, yo, we can do this book promotion event. we can get a venue. I don't know, we start a GoFundMe and see if people will support. And then we schedule a time that we're all good and make it fucking happen. And only one person really hit me back from it. It's kind of crazy. I said, all right, bet. Do this shit on myself. And now be on this intentionally homeless grind and not having the money to really make that all happen, because I want to make it a party, right? I want to make it a networking event to not only push the book, but there'll be catering, there'll be a DJ, there'll be a party there, videographer, photographer. There'll be the little 3D spinning, where you stand there and there's a camera that comes around, one of those different events and games, and make it a party, make it an event, make it something fun. People connect and vibe. But we went intentionally homeless, so now we're broke. And we have a lot of... One sec. And we have a lot of other ideas that we're acting on and acting upon. And so I said, fuck. I said, well, there are ants everywhere in this fucking bitch. So I have no sympathy for ant life. That being the case. Ants are reckless. That being the case. It brought me to where I'm at with my boy's book now. So it didn't happen, right? It's going to happen. And I said, and the big reason I started reading my book, I think I mentioned in the last live stream, was that I have this show coming up, and the show, oh my God, there's just ants trying to get in my shit. Bro, we don't got time for that. No. Whatever. So, in case, and this is all wrapped around to the book that I'm probably not going to mention of what I read right now, because I'm going to end the live very soon, like next 10 minutes, 5 minutes. But that being the case, have an opportunity to get another reality TV show, pretty popular, win a decent amount of money, and the show is actually fucking fire. Told my boys about it. Mad supportive, but while I was with them, said to me, I said, all right, let's watch the show that I'm about to be on. I said, y'all don't want to watch that shit. My boy said, and I said, I'll watch it when you're on it. And then we chose to watch a different show, a different reality TV show that I didn't have the opportunity to be on. I said, it was kind of selfish. It was definitely selfish, but it was also, I look at it as, if my boy has an event or something that he's passionate about that he's about to get involved in, I want to support it at the highest level. And so, it hurt, and that shit sucked. That shit definitely sucked. I said, damn, that's how you feel? I don't think that was his intention. His intention wasn't to hurt me. I had to process that. But, and put that feeling aside, to say, all right, this wasn't, no, hold on. It wasn't a grudge that needed to be held. It was just like, damn. All right, well, damn, that shit's wet as fuck. Ugh. But, I look at it as, he supported me in times that someone just ran by. That shit's funny. But both of my boys have supported me and been there for me and tried to understand the route that I'm going down, and even financially helped me out when I literally had nothing. And that's not me putting that on a pedestal, right? By any means, but they're just my best friends and they just didn't want to watch the show, so I just had to bite that into the bullet. So this brings it to that book, right? My boy wrote this book, right? And my best friend wrote this book, and then other boy, we're close. We share the same mindset. I just haven't invested that much time into them. But both of them, they both authored and wrote this book, right? It's the next chapter. how to efficiently cope and navigate through different, I'm reading backwards. Different transitions in life. Boy, Jordan Palmer, Ryan Harrison. And I remember my boy saying, he gave me a different copy of the book, right? A first copy, and he wrote in it, and I only read the first 15 pages or something like that, 10, maybe first couple pages. I'm not gonna lie, I told him I didn't finish it, but I told him I carried around that book for 4 or 5 months until, maybe longer than that, almost just carrying it around until I was leaving for Alaska, and I fucking left my book and the envelope that I put in the book had $200 on the fucking cruise that I was leaving. And I told my boy, I'm sorry I lost it, and you know what? And he was upset. I remember him explaining how upset he was because he gave out the book to multiple friends and family, and no one really supported it. But he also didn't, I'm not gonna lie, he probably didn't do a good job of promoting it either. He just said, yo, can you read this for me? Which, even in his book, he says, there was this excerpt in it, and he pretty much said that there will be people that will want to support you along your dream, but you have to believe in it more than they do. And you have to promote it more than they do so they can believe in it as well. Because if you're not helping support other people's dreams, how are you supposed to expect them to support yours? So that's what it was for me, right? I said, you know what? And I've told myself that I wanted to have a physical copy of a book and read it, because I listen to audiobooks, right? But physically sitting down, putting your attention towards a book or something to this degree or matter is not easy for me. But it's now it's going to be easy for me because of what I realized this morning, right? As I was reading it, I was taking notes, and it was just for my own self-improvement. It's like self-improvement, but it's more of a book. Talks about, it's not talking about how to navigate really your life, but it's just, man, it's not, my boys aren't doctors, they're not credible people, but this is the book to tell you uncomfortable truths and not comfortable lies. That's this book. And there's life lessons within it, and also people that, like he mentioned in the first chapter about self-dependence and how Jim Carrey went through growing up. His dad loved playing the xylophone or something like that, or a musical instrument. He had to give that up to become an accountant, and they struggled, went homeless for a while. And Jim Carrey had to drop out of high school, and he was a janitor. And he also did another job, 2 jobs, just to support the family. But he had a fascination about comedy, which he ended up doing very well. And then telling his parents, moving in with him, telling him that you don't have to worry about money more. And then he fell into a slump where his comedy acts weren't hitting, and then he had to send his parents back home. And sitting his parents back home, he ended up sitting somewhere in California. I think it was on a mountain ridge or something. He wrote a $10 million check to himself, pretty much saying, one day I'll be able to cash this. I said, damn. Guess what? He ended up coming out with Truman Show and what else? Multiple. Oh, the one where he was in the jungle. I don't know. He came with a bunch of different shows, blowing up, and then boom, he can cash that $10 million check now. And the point of me bringing that up is because there's so many different examples like this, and even in the first chapter, that really help you relate to your life. And he made it a point to say that Jim Carrey had to become self-dependent on himself to make his dreams come true, and set the goal that almost seemed unattainable and unexplainable, to then have him reach it. And so it was just cool, and it was just something that I could really relate to my life. And then I thought of the idea, right? I said to my boy, I just hit him up this morning about it. And I said to myself, all right, I've said to myself multiple, I don't know if you all see me right now. I said to myself on multiple occasions, I said, if you want something yourself, you have to give it to someone else first. Even if you don't got it, it'll be your time, energy, your mindset, those are the intangibles. And so you can actually receive it in the long run. So if I want my story to be heard, I have to make other people's stories be heard. If I want to change my mindset, I have to change, well, people don't change unless they heard enough they have to, or they learn enough they want to, or, yeah. But change people's mindsets as well on a lot of different occasions of things. And also the pressure of ethical non-monogamy. And that being said, I have to get other people's stories to do that. That's a whole elaborate thing. But I said to myself, the fucking train. I said to myself, all right, I said, I had my idea, right? They didn't promote their book, really. Not to be honest, they probably did a shit job promoting their book. But I said to myself, okay, with the idea that I have with the mental health warriors, why don't I just do that with this book, with my boys' book? Huh? Why don't I do my podcast, the Jungle Podcast, and for each chapter, I sit down and I ask them questions on each chapter on the book, and make a podcast, make more content, not only for me, but also to help them promote their book. And at the end, throughout all of it, I say, hey, we have a GoFundMe, and if you would like, and the GoFundMe will be for all the money will be going to the venue. It'll be going to the catering, it'll be going to the DJ, it'll be going to whatever lighting and smoke and videographers and photographers and entertainment that we have there. This is what we need. And we provide value, maybe have 10, 11, 12 episodes of the whole book for each chapter. I don't know how many chapters it is. Chapters. There's about like 12 chapters. Can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, there it is, 12. It doesn't say the number, it just says the page numbers. And 12 chapters. And I think for each one we can do an episode on it and push that content and promote the book while also promoting them. And it'll be the blueprint to how I'll be able to promote my book, and also be able to maybe inadvertently be able to long-term me get people that are sex therapists, relationship coaches, and or people that are in the oppression of ethical non-monogamy to get on my podcast and read their book and get on my podcast to do so. And maybe that's the route I'm going down. Maybe I read, and it's going to educate me, because the only way you can really learn something is by actually either ingesting it and then reciprocating it and having someone else, and then you teach it for someone else to learn about it. It's the only way. And a lot of times I've done this is I've listened to millions of podcasts, wrote down a bunch of notes, but I've applied it in different ways of things that I've taken away from. But I haven't applied it and I haven't taught it, so I can't really learn it at a high level. Because a lot of times I find these fucking trains. There's 2 girls walking by. Chapter. But 2 women walk by. But that's interesting. That being said, on Will Smith, it says, may not be your fault, but for damn sure it's your responsibility, bro. This book is fire. I'm fucking loving it. Not just because it's my boy's book. Like, I'll tell him if it was shit. Straight up. So, yeah. So that's the goal right now. Now I don't know where I left off, where I was at really, but being the case, I can make it all come together. right? I can make this shit happen. I can fucking do this. And it'll be content for the Jungle Podcast. And also still have the Intentionally Homeless grind booming. I'm going to need in the future just to outsource this content because I'm on day 112 right now, and I'm really only on, still promoting day fucking, I guess it kind of, it's interstellar, but fuck it. This content's going to be good for later. But yeah, bro, I'm only on day 17 right now, and it's just because when I wake up, I do this whole packing shit, and then I either work that time to get to work, change, and then get to Planet Fitness, change, do that, get to work, and then come back. And then it's either choosing my health, pretty much, or my personal brand. And I will choose my health every time. Which that's at least a 4-hour process, 3-hour process. If I shorten it down, maybe I could take more time to do Jungle Story, but nah. My health is number one priority, safety and peace. And then comes my purpose and passion. And then comes maybe a woman. So, that is it. So I think that'll be something 100% we can do. Make happen. 100%. Not wearing my fucking jacket. It's hot as a bitch. It's cool than a bitch. Cool than a bitch. But that being the case, today is just a content day. I'm gonna go to Aldi's. I'm gonna get 12-ounce cans of tuna. Probably get like 3 or 4 of those. Get some bananas, and we're gonna go to the gym. Content day. But I want to see what my boy says about this because I think this would be a great idea for me to interview him and my other boy, promote his book, make it come true. I think it'll be good. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So today is that. We're going straight. Hi, how you doing? Good lady. What a good lady. I think it's hard to try to understand. I'm like, is this dude homeless or what? I'm like, yo, this dude's got a pineapple romper on. All his baggage. It's like, what is he doing? Shit's funny. But yeah, so that's what it's gonna be today. I'm gonna go to Aldi's, get some tuna. Because Aldi's become the come up. Aldi's is the come up for all the cheap options. It's fire. Go to Aldi's. And honestly, my yum Sammies, yeah, my tuna Sammies, that's what I'm calling them. Them shits are hitting. It's not hitting. I don't like tuna, but the crackers can mask the taste, and it works really well. So I think it's gonna give me the protein I need instead of just having fruit in the morning. I have tuna, and I'm good. Get some peanut butter. Hold up, let me make sure. My fucking headphones are about to die. But yeah, that's what the plan is. So yeah, we're just gonna take you off go to Aldi's, and then yeah, make some content today. I have some content on the Jungle Give Back I gotta do. And then yeah, go to work out. That's the goal. That is the goal. I'm gonna make it work. So appreciate y'all tuned in. We're gonna tonight I might, what's it called? Tonight I might, I got shit. Yeah, tonight I might talk about the book, my boy's book more, and maybe I'll get a highlighter and highlight some of the key points, takeaways. I have it on my phone, the notes that I've taken, but I can't look at it. Streamlabs acts weird when I exit out of this. I don't trust that. So, yeah, all these content working out. That's it for today. All right. Myself, keep spreading. Remember, love is the answer no matter the question. We're changing one person at a time. Bringing stories to reality through storytelling, mindset shifting, magician shifting people's mindsets, and also solving the oppression of ethical non-monogamy, open relationships, and a sort of mindset. So, let's get into it, baby. Much love. See y'all. Deuces. Deuces. Shot. Hold up. Deuces. Oh, shit.